Hey everyone, Pushing Up Roses here and welcome back to my art channel. So today I'm going to be painting the vortex that was in the thumbnail, hopefully you saw it. I'm going to be using the Artist Loft Ready Mixed Paints because I love the thin consistency I get when I do this technique. And of course, my filthy bottle of Spot On Treadmill Silicone. There it is. So first things first, white color. This is just titanium white. 1 drop of silicone in the titanium white only. I will also be using the Artist Loft black. There's only one black. I think it's called Noir. I'm not using the metallic white for this. Just FYI, the metallics, they sell up a little bit more than just your basic white. So I'm not using a metallic white. If you want to try this technique, I highly recommend not using the metallic. And for my base, I don't know if you would call it a base because it's not, I'm only putting like a red dot in the middle. That is specifically crimson red. Artist Loft also has a bright red. I don't like it. It's a little too light and it kind of turns orangey. This turns more pink. It has a more pink tone. So getting rid of them bubbles. Perfect. No. So now I'm going to be taking my black and white and I'm going to be layering them in my cup. And this is how I get my defined lines. Careful, 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 careful. Ah, no, I'm kidding. It's fine. I just stack them like so. I layer them, then I switch, and then I layer again. And then I go ahead and put down the ring pour. Enjoy. Ooh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty in the cup. I just love it so much. Okay, now enjoy. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking just one more of layered paint. And it's not, that one's not layered. I think that one's just split. I might have done one top layer on it, but the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want just white on one side and just black on the other. You know, I need them to be switched up. So there's black parts on the side, on the left, black parts on the right, and then white in the middle. I need it to be kind of a varied ring. And I'm actually really happy with this ring. I don't know if I tilted it very well because I've definitely tilted better rings before, but I really recommend if you want a really nice ring pour to double your cups. You know, pour 1 cup in, make sure your paints are kind of distinct. You don't always need a separator. You can buy split cups online with a separator down the middle. I have a couple myself just to make things a little bit easier. I kind of wanted some gradation here, some gray, so I didn't necessarily want to use the split cup, but you can if you want those distinct colors. I just layered them in side by side. And as you can see, I got this really kind of beautiful gradient. I don't know, those lines in the corner, bottom corner got kind of messed up, and that's because I went a little crazy with my tilt. Take your time with the tilt, you guys. You don't need to go fast with it. I sped that up, so it looks fast, but it's not really. So that's how I got those distinct lines, though, is I used 2 cups, because sometimes if the paint is sitting in the cup for too long, they kind of blend together. So for the top bit, I just whip up another batch, I layer 1 more cup, and then I pour it back on. Now I'm using that heat gun to bring out the red cells, and it is gorgeous. I love that crimson red. I'm using the heat gun on the lowest setting. I've used it on the highest setting before on accident and got a cluster of cells. This paint is such a thin consistency that you can go overboard. You can use too much silicone, you can go overboard with the paint, or sorry, with the heat gun. And I've done that before. This was a lot of trial and error and a lot of patience, honestly, to get this technique down, because I'm speeding it up here, but I'm waiting 10 minutes in between. Here's another one I did prior, a test one that I did, and I really love it. I was a little more careful with the heat gun on that one and just got those beautiful round red cells. And here it is. Here is the finished product. I love it. I love it. These cells do grow a little tiny bit after you're finished with this. If you want to keep an eye on it, I recommend waiting at least 20 minutes. Like if you think your cells are too small, give it some time. Like give it 20 minutes, see if they grow. You've got a little bit of time to work with the heat gun, so be patient. I know it takes a long time to do it, I know, but I think the results are worth it. I love these cells, and they just get better as they dry. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me. I hope you found it relaxing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.